The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex.
Socioeconomic changes that occurred during the First World War from 1914 to 1918 changed the role of women. For the first time and forever, women weren't just working in factories, they started working in new department stores as sales clerks or working as typists and telephone operators. This increased the number of women in the workforce from 7 million on 1919 to 11 million in 1929. However, women still faced discrimination and salaries were significantly less than those of their male counterparts. After women earned the right to vote, they also started getting a better education, allowing them greater opportunities in the workforce. Until the 20s, high fashion had been for the richer women of society. But because construction of the flapper dresses was less complicated than earlier fashion, women were much more successful at home making the flapper dress. This also opened doors for correspondence schools. Women mostly sought to educate themselves with dressmaking and millinery to make the dresses since they couldn't afford it, or to look for full-time or part-time jobs.
In accordance to their new roles, women started adopting new fashions that would help them move around rather than the tight corsets they previously wore. The conservative Victorian-style dresses, corsets, and tight hair changed to loose-fitting dresses, new bras and girdles, and the new bob straight from Hollywood. Hemlines also grew shorter. Scandal. Fashion was also greatly influenced by the biggest designers at the time: Chanel, Poiret, Pateau, Molyneux, Lanvin, Leylong, Calisor, and Vianney. Flappers were the young, rebellious ladies. They rejected the traditional rules of propriety in favor of a more modern, fast-paced lifestyle. They were frank, socially liberated, hedonistic, and reckless, often acting in ways that shocked their elders. Young women began to engage in activities previously limited to men, such as smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, even though prohibition had made drinking illegal. They listened to jazz music and did new, energetic dances like the Charleston and the Black Bottom, despite objections that these dances were wild and obscene. They loved automobiles, their speed and risk, a perfect fit for the flapper outlook, and insisted on being drivers as well as passengers.
In Rome, Mussolini, and in the United States, we washed our hands of the whole mess. We were weary of war and suspicious of European politics.
But we too had a revolution. There was a new look. Lip rouge, cigarettes, and silk stockings were no longer the sign of a hussy. And bathing suits were daring.